These New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen, 2 more wins on the belt, coming off of this back-to-back between the Indiana Pacers and the Detroit Pistons. Currently 4th place in the Eastern Conference standings, best defensive team in basketball. I don't know if this is the right team, guys. Am I covering the wrong team? Am I covering the right team? I am. You sure? You positive? Okay, I guess I am. Oh, man. Last year, guys, win number 18 didn't come until game 60 of the NBA season, okay? Win number 18 this year, game number 35, okay? We're playing better basketball, and it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome indeed, and it's pretty awesome to see the growth and maturity of these young players, man. It is super exciting, and let's just get right into it. So this first game on the back-to-back for the New York Knicks was against the Pacers, and this win was super impressive. Very impressive for the New York Knicks. You know, Indiana is a good basketball team. They'll be right in the playoff mix, as they always are, and the Knicks were able to summon the mental fortitude needed to take care of business. It was great. So for a majority of the first half, the Indiana Pacers looked like the better basketball team. And I credit that to, you know, they had just lost to Boston on Friday night, and they're looking for that bounce-back win. But to the Knicks' credit, they hung in there. And in the second quarter, with about 4 minutes and 30 seconds left, the Knicks went on a 17-3 run and ended up getting the lead. They went up 54-52 at halftime. And the Knicks were able to maintain the advantage for most of the third quarter. It was in the fourth where things got a little scary. Indiana was able to take the lead, up by 5 at one point. And this is where, in the past, the Knicks would probably just lose that game. But the difference this year is that we have an all-star in Julius Randle and a rising star in RJ Barrett. Those two led the charge, and the Knicks were able to retake the lead and maintain the lead. Randle with another double-double, 28 points and 10 rebounds, and RJ Barrett with 24 points on his own. Just a really, really impressive showing from this team. Really impressive. Granted, they still only scored 110 points as a team, but if these two play as well as they have been, we're going to be in good shape, especially with our defense. And luckily, this all carried over into the next game against Detroit. The Knicks ended up winning that game 109-90. Now, granted, Detroit is the worst team in the East, but you got to remember that this is a back-to-back, and the Knicks were playing the Pistons in Detroit. They had just played the Pacers in Madison Square Garden. So the Knicks had to leave New York and get into Detroit at like 2 in the morning and then play this game, and they didn't miss one step. Randle continued doing what Randle does, 25 points, 8 rebounds. RJ Barrett with 21, Rose with 14, Burks off the bench with 16, Quickly off the bench with 12. Just another great win on this little back-to-back that we had. So like I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, we're currently in 4th on the Eastern Conference standings, 1 game over 500, 18-17. Now, granted, a lot of teams are bunched up in this portion of the standings. You got Miami sitting there at 500, Boston sitting there at 500, Toronto, Charlotte 1 game under 500. So a lot can change, but the fact that the Knicks are playing great ball, as long as they just keep this momentum going, we're going to be in good shape to get in the playoffs, man. It's awesome. I'm so excited. This was such a big back-to-back, true test for this team, especially the way that Pacers game played out, and then just, you know, coming into Detroit and taking care of business. Just great all around. So proud of them. So we play the Spurs on Tuesday and then the Pistons again on Thursday. So I'm hoping to touch base with you guys after those 2 games, and we'll see how we're doing, see how we're faring. But thank you guys again for listening. Make sure you like and subscribe and spread the word to anyone that's a big New York sports fan. Let's go Knicks, baby.